Hi, this is Alexandra with Beadaholique, here to show you how to make the Byzantine window, necklace, and earring set. For this project, I'll be using some 11/0 and 8/0 Toho Demi round beads, some 2-hole Rulla beads, Czech glass drops for the necklace and earring, some Rolo chain, and for tools I've got my bead snips, flush cutters, couple pairs of pliers, my FireLine, and some wire. You can see here I've made a version of this design using the Amethyst luster beads with some frosted white and silver. And we'll do the Topaz version here. So to begin, I'm going to cut 2 feet of my FireLine and thread my needle. There we go. And I'm going to begin by taking on these out of my way. 2 11/0 demi rounds with, bring my little beads closer, alternating with my Rulla beads. 2 and 1, 2 and 1. Until I have all 5 Rulla beads on there. Bring those down toward the end of my thread and tie them off using a double overhand knot. For good measure, I think I'm going to add an extra one. When I can't reinforce by threading my tail through and knotting again, I like to make an extra for security. Make sure that lands in between the beads I want. There we go. Now I feel a little more confident about clipping my tail. And to continue, you can see here I've got a bit of a star or flower formation going. And the next step is to come up through the second hole of my Rulla next to where my thread comes out. Bring that thread up and through, so I'm passing through the second holes of the beads. I'm going to work my way around by threading on alternating pattern of 11/0 and 8/0 beads until I have 3 8/0s nestled between the 11/0s. Go. Bring that through the hole of my adjacent Rulla. And I'm going to begin to fill my spaces just that way. Then 8/0, 11/0, 8/0, 11/0, 8/0, and so forth. And again, 11/0, 8/0, 11/0, 8/0, always enjoy working with the Toho demi rounds because of the nice way they fit in between each other and other beads. They make for a really clean, concise look. Working my way around at one more section. 11/0, 8/0, 11/0, 8/0, 11, 8, 11. So I'm going to come right out between my Rulla and my 11-0 on the other side. And now what I'm going to do to start to create this little triangle arm that comes up, I'm going to take on 6 11-0 beads, followed by 1 8-0. Bring those down. And then I'm going to double back through 3 of the 11-0 beads. So I'm trapping my 8-0 bead on the end, and it's going to act as a go-between for my chain and my drop when I'm ready to add those on. So I've got that, and now I'm going to add 3 more 11-0 beads before I send the thread back. I'm backtracking now. I'm coming over the Rulla and back through my previous section of Demi rounds. Train my needle through all of those beads, heading backward. That's going to trap my little arm on and have it sit up nice and symmetrically off of the Rulla bead. I'm going to do that again here. Take 6 11-0 beads. One 8-0 bead. And before I add anything else on, I'm going to double back through 3 of those 11-0 beads. And if you get it so that you're needing to pull the tension tight, I just lay my piece down, grip my 8-0 bead, and pull. And that will get it nice and tight. Pick my piece up again. I'm going to add more 11-0s, 3 more. And I'm coming back over that Rulla and through my previous section of Demi rounds. To create my second little triangle arm connection. And now what I'm going to do is skip a Rulla so that I get down to where I'll be adding my drop. Get my threads back through. And I've landed at the bottom Rulla so that my drop will hang symmetrically off the bottom. And there I'll do the same thing again. 6 11-0s. 1 8-0. Pull those down and double back through 3 of my 11-0s. Keeping my finger pressed on there so that I get my tension. Whoops, but it's still a little loose. So I'm going to do the same thing. Set my piece down, grip my 8-0 bead, and pull. Get my thread nice and tight. And now I'm ready to add the last 3. I'm going to double back, skipping over the Rulla and coming through that section of Demi rounds. I almost made it. I've got 1 more 11-0 here to get through. And now I'm ready to tie off my thread. I've created my beaded focal. So I'm just going to tie that off like so. Get the knot nestled in between the beads. And again, to reinforce it, I'm ready to clip. Next, I'm going to assemble the necklace by attaching the chain up the top and adding the drop down below. And so for that I have some jump rings here. And go ahead and attach my Rolo chain. I've got a couple of pre-cut lengths. Each of these measures about 8 inches. And I'm going to use this 8/0 Demi round as my little attachment. And to one side. So you can see that a design which looks a little more complicated at first, once you get started, it really becomes quite simple. All right, just add my Lobster Clasp. These 4mm jump rings are a good size for all the different parts of the piece. With this size of a lobster, it can even be the one it hooks onto, so I just kept with the same size jump ring all around. There we go. And for the last steps here, we're just going to wire wrap the drop here and also do the same thing for the earring that goes. And take some of my 24 gauge wire and get about 3 inches for each wrap. Bring one longer side over, the other across. Angle off the top. Rotate a couple times. Clip my extra. And then create my loop off the top here. Before I close it, I'm going to latch that onto my last third 8/0 bead and double back over my wraps. Finish off that wrapped wire loop. So there's my completed necklace. And to make earrings to go, it's just a simple matter of matching these up. I was inspired to name the piece Byzantine Window because of the architectural formation it reminded me of, and also the sort of the stained glass aspect of this Czech glass. Grip, angle, and wrap. Latch that on and coil it up. And there's my second set in the Topaz version. Hope you enjoyed this video. These project bundles, supplies, and tools are all available at Beadaholique.com. Thanks for watching.